You know, they said in history that God got upset with Moses for doing something. I can't remember what it was. To be honest with you, I've read it a while back. And also, Israelites did something wrong that God really got upset about, right? Anyhow, God forgiven Moses, and forgiven the Israelites when they did when God have asked them to do, when they prayed, with pure intention, toward God. God restored them, restored Moses as well. And same thing goes for Abraham. Abraham, I don't remember from history he has done anything wrong, but he did what God asked him to do. And he was rewarded. He was exalted, right? And that's how it works, how God operates, it operates from a pure intention of your heart, right? And so, anyhow, I thought about that, I thought about, the deal you make with God is you do what you're told, when you've been asked to do. And God will not forsake you, will not, look on the other side, right? For me, I want, and instead of the deal I want to make with God, my maker, the creator of the universe, the spirit, the one who existed before all creation, I want to be able to hear the thoughts of God, right? Of the maker, right in my head. So there's no room for interpretation, Now what I'm doing is reading. I am reading and seeing numbers and reading what it means, breaking it down. So it's a little kind of, for me, I feel like it's a long route. Maybe it's the idea behind it is to learn, right? But I want God to just tell me in my head, to beam it inside my head, to tell me exactly what God wants and what God wants to see happen, right? Because when we come to earth, we lose our memory. We lose our mission, why we came here. Then things started to manifest in your life, as things started to happen, and then you begin to understand what's going on, right? But when we came into earth, the enemy knew who we were because their forefather, Yaldabaoth, or Satan, whatever, knew who we were. Why these things are happening to us, right? Because they knew. Because their father told them who we were, right? But if we knew who we were when we came to earth, and we have this memory intact, we know, we don't have to read anything, we know, like these people, then I think would prepare us, But I feel like it's this part of the God teaching. God wants you to go through this. Want you to go through life. I want you to learn on your own, to make that decision on your own. So far, I'm aligning myself with God, God vision. And I see things, like things happening in the right moment, in the right time, And that's what I came to realization, because I said to myself, why all this suffering? Why is it taking so long to things to manifest, to happen in my life? But I realized that it happens when it's supposed to happen, right? Cannot be rushed. It cannot happen in So whatever is supposed to happen yesterday would not happen a day before or a day later. You understand? So, yeah. So when I saw that, I realized that this is what it is. So I stopped getting anxious and you know, I'm always, you get anxious about things happening and you want it to happen, a billion light years ago, right? So that's what when I was first targeted. That's what I'm dealing with. I'm still dealing with stuff, but that anxiousness has went away. Like I'm not anxious anymore. I say, okay, it happened when it's supposed to happen. I'm not gonna really. I'm just gonna continue chipping away. I'm gonna continue chipping away, do what I need to do, and this actually initially it was a lot of work. I felt like, oh, I have to do this again tomorrow. But then now I got used to it. I get attacked all night, and then when I wake up in the morning, I start chipping away, you know, and continue on all day long, and that's what I do. I think that's what I think this is who I am because I'm annoyed. But okay, so anyhow, when you align yourself with God, God will open doors for you. God will, you know, manifest things in your life. Okay. So when you understand that, you understand you have to do your spiritual work. I've been doing my spiritual work. I know these people are crafty. They have people working for them and stuff, you know. But you're not fighting alone. You have to do the work. When God or heaven see that you are doing the work, they will support you. You know, for example, for me, I keep shivering away, and then I reach a point where I start looking and I say, okay, what have I not thought about today? What am I missing? There's a missing link. There's a missing, you know, connecting point that I missed. And so when I reach that point and I think, I look around and I say, okay, God, show me the way, and then things, you begin to see things, because God is helping you. You understand? God is offering you support. You just have to continue working. This is not forever. Just remember that. This what's going on in your life is not forever. It's gonna reach a point that these people cannot touch you anymore, you know? They cannot come near you. They cannot talk trash about you. Yeah. So all this is gonna stop. It's not forever. It's always a deflection or trying to derail you and send you a different direction or send you the wrong direction. You know what? Set your intention, you know, for God, and God will show you things. God will help you. You know, that's what I believe. You know, you get to a point where you understand. You move away from all this bombardment of negative energy and attacks and stuff, and then you begin to envision, you begin to see things, you begin to things happen in your life. You understand things differently. But you know, you know, having discussion with family members and researching online, looking up things. You're learning something new every day. And I'm still on what I want in life. What I want. I want to ask God to give me. They said Enoch spoke 72 languages. And he knew a lot of heavenly teachings. And Isa, he resurrected the dead. And he had ability to heal and heal other people and stuff. And So all these prophets have different gifts. Honestly, I'd be grateful if I get all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it would help me. It would help all people to benefit, because there are these gifts given to that specific time to help people believe, in God, right? Because when, you know, these gifts are, given, there were people at that point, they were believing, they were worshiping false gods and false idols and stuff, Anyhow, and that's what I think, It would be cool, if you spoke 72 languages. Like Enoch. Enoch spoke 72 languages. Do you know that? See, I learned that something new just the other day, you know. And he knew about a lot of heavenly teachings and heavenly wisdoms and stuff, you know. And they said there were 25 prophets. There were 25 prophets mentioned in the whole Quran, but there are more. But they're the prominent ones are 25, they said. Okay? And anyhow, there will not be any more prophets coming in. That was whole Quran says. There will not be any more prophets, But yeah. And yeah, anyhow, but that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Continue working. The enemy is relentless, will not stop attacking you, but hey, we are being taught, you know. This is like a school. Earth is a school. And all the vicious animals and wicked and in bombardment of a lot of things happening, There's good and evil in everything, But then when people refused to listen to the right, path, or someone was trying to guide the person to the right path, that person will be lost forever. There's no hope. Okay? So that's why I believe, well, God asked me before to forgive him. He asked me. And I was hard-headed about it. I said, you know what? I'm not going to, because they don't deserve it. But then when I thought and I saw what God was trying to do, I offered to forgive him, but they didn't care. So that moment, they should have taken it. Because when I say I'm going to forgive you, you should take it. No, but their intention is not, they don't care about the forgiveness. You understand? They only care about turning you against God. That's what they care about. You understand? They want you to turn against God. That's the main reason. They do not care about forgiveness. So that's why I said I'm pulling this forgiveness out of the table. It's not about that anymore. I'm not gonna even discuss it, and I'm not gonna bring it up. It's because it's not what they want. You understand? When you know their intention is not coming from a good place, why you play their games? But anyhow, and just remember, only you can forgive things against you, not God. And remember that. God set the rules. All the sins against you can be forgiven by you. Sins against God could be forgiven by God. You understand? God set the rules. A lot of rules that how things happen. That why would you think God asked me specifically to forgive? Right? He didn't say, I'm going to forgive these sins. Again, these people have done you wrong. I'm going to forgive their sins. He didn't say that, right? Why? Because God set the rules. God goes by the rules. Okay. When I've been attacked day and night, right? I had sins at the time. And these people, okay, attacks remove sins. You know that. Sickness removes sins. Okay? When you understand that, you understand that sickness, attacks, and all of this energy work and bombardments and witchcraft and stuff, it removes sins. You know that, right? So yeah, their intention is to harm you, but you're not losing anything because it's actually doing you good, because it's removing things, even though their intention is not to remove sins, their intention is to hurt you. You understand? I'm not losing anything, you know? I feel like I have nothing to lose, okay? I'm winning, you know? Attack me all you want. I'm not turning against God. And yeah, that's my hope and dreams of God would give me all these gifts that were given to all the prophets, to my ancestors. Yeah, because it will help me help others, I think. That's why I want them. I don't want them because I want to be power tripping or whatnot. But I just want to spread the love and teach people, what this teaching that they only made available to them through invasion of countries, stealing of holy books or knowledge from all of this. That I want that to be given to everybody, not just to these people. You understand? So that's the name of the game, guys. So when you understand that, you understand why you ask things that is going to help you evolve spiritually. All right? So you get it now. Have a good morning.